all problems come from our vibration is not high enough. Hey man, this video is called The Real Solution to Your Problems Mainstream is Never Gonna Talk to You About. You know why it's called that? Because that's what this is. Let's just do some quick examples of people's problems, right? People don't like me. I don't like myself. I'm not making enough money. These people think I should be doing this with my life. My parents, blah, blah, blah. People don't think I fit in. People are judging me. I'm unhappy. I'm not successful enough. I'm single. Or I'm not getting along with my partner. Blah, blah, blah. 1,000,001 problems, right? But guess what? The solution to all of your problems is raise your level of consciousness. Okay, so let's get into it. So if you read a book called Power versus Force, which I suggest you do, David Hawkins talks about, there's a level of consciousness, starts lower levels, guilt and shame 20 and 30 on a scale from 1 to 1,000, very, very, very not good. Fear, get into the fear. Eventually, fear's around 100, 125. Then you get into pride, 175. Courage is at 200. That's where things start to go positive. And then there's, self-acceptance and logic and reason, love, and all the way up to spiritual enlightenment. So here's what you need to understand. At the lower levels, it's all fear-based. So it's all about you. Survival mode, more money for me. More sex for me. More fame for me. All these kind of things. You don't even look at people as like co-creators, or you don't really recognize other people's existence or care about them because you don't really contemplate your own existence at that level of consciousness. It's just about you're experiencing, but you're not contemplating. So here's the problem. If your level of consciousness is below 200, you're probably not watching this video. But get it over 200 immediately. A clue. If you're thinking about fear or lack and you're very angry, all those things, you're probably below 200. Do everything you can to raise your vibration above 200. You can do it, and you must be interested in it if you're watching this video, because if you really weren't interested, you would have tuned away by now. Okay, so all problems come from our vibration is not high enough. When somebody else does something, that somebody else upsets us about whatever it is, we're upset because we are not in a high enough level of consciousness to actually appropriately deal with the situation. You're probably thinking, Sasha, give us some examples about how being at a different level of consciousness would change our reactions. Convince us that it's worth it to put all that work in to raise ourselves up. You got it. So my example today, I think I'm going to go with jealousy. That's something I think everybody's felt at one point or another. Not you, obviously. You wouldn't stoop to such things, but other people that you know and that I know, and people out there in the world. Let's pretend you're a dude and you're at a party. You have a girlfriend and you see her during the party talking to some other guy. You see her laughing, and then she gives her phone number to this other dude. In the lower levels, they're all about separation. The ultimate in the high levels, the highest spiritual truth is that we are actually all one consciousness experiencing itself through infinite forms. That's the highest truth. So the more you move into that truth and you realize we're all one, the more you're coming from your heart, the more love you have, and the more you want to help other beings because they're all you. There's a sense of unity, right? That is it. So if you're in that space and you've been doing the healing work and somebody's pissing you off and they're doing something stupid, you will recognize that as actually you. Ultimately, that's you. And whatever they're showing you, it's in your reality for a reason, and it's there for you to learn from. It's happening for a reason. It's not just random. So everything becomes an opportunity. Everything becomes an opportunity to be more authentic, to express yourself more authentically, to deal with the situation in a highest way, and to deal with the situation, whatever it is, so that you can become a higher version of yourself and raise your vibration up and your consciousness up to higher and higher levels. Everything is happening. The universe is one big secret plot for you to get your shit together and raise your consciousness up higher until you get to the highest level, which is reunification with the all that is infinite source, consciousness, God, bliss. You only need to have one of those experiences to know that's actually our nature, that's what we are, and we are that, having this human experience. So whatever your problem is, you're only experiencing it because you're on some level resonating with these lower levels of consciousness, or thoughts that come from those, or fears that come from those. Raise yourself up, my brothers and sisters. It's the only thing you need to do in this world is raise your level of consciousness. At higher enough levels, there are no problems. At the higher levels, there's nothing you need to do ever to feel worthy. No amount of money or sex or fame or relationships or approval from other people or boats or Maseratis or anything can ever make you feel more worthy than you are already. In the highest realization, or just in the higher ones, just the fact that you exist and you're part of existence, and you realize that you will always exist because you exist, and the joy of just being. As soon as you can just get this mind to just calm down and shut up, the ego construct, right, to just quieten down, where you can just sit and be in existence. That in itself is the greatest joy and happiness. It is infinite awareness and peace and bliss. That is who you are. That is what you are. You are that forever, though temporarily having this experience where there's lots of, problems and things that you want and you can't achieve, blah, 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 but it's all part of the illusion. Though, again, it's very real. On this level, it's very real. In the absolute, this is not really real. This is not happening. There's no one here. There's nothing going on. But if you can tap into those levels, you won't take this so seriously. If you start separating from your ego, right, and getting into that infinite source awareness that you are, all the problems are not really a problem. They're just opportunities to learn and expand your level of consciousness. That's it. That's all this video game is. That's all it's ever been. That is the ultimate truth of reality. You're not going to hear that from mainstream, but it is nevertheless the truth. And all the highest level masters throughout history and all the ancient teachings are all saying the same thing. We're all one being. That is the truth. So love your brothers and sisters, because they're you. I'm you. You're everyone else. Everyone else is me and you. We're all one. All separation is an illusion. That is the ultimate truth. And please, please, please do what you gotta do. Raise your level of vibration. I will put some links below that will help you with some of the books and spiritual teachers that have helped me in my journey. If that resonates with you and you're like, yeah, that sounds really good. This is kind of one of the main things I'm into and I'm teaching and I'm focusing on all the time inside my Infinite Man coaching area, online. With other humans working together and inspiring each other to level up. So if maybe you want a little help with your journey, click the link below and see what's going on there. God bless you for being here. I love you. Please spread this video to anybody who needs a smack in the face and needs to raise their level of vibration. And by the way, if someone forwarded you this, don't worry. We've all been there. We're all working on it. Don't take it personally. It's all good. Thanks, everybody. God bless you, and check the links below.